Mini Matters,
Wonder why.
a miniature painting podcast.
Welcome, episode 10 of of the best podcast in the world relative to the number of listeners we have, and that's official. We did obviously we got the stamp now approved by the podcast.com people over there. I assume that's a real. I don't know that will be a website. Yeah. And if you are coming off the back of episode 9, which was our most successful episode ever, if you don't count the other episodes that were more successful.
Yeah. Aside from several other episodes, it was like by far the most successful.
Easily. And we did get subscribers. So if you are here, you are going to be annoyed about this content. We are going to cover 11th, though, the release, and our honest opinions on it, which is going to be very positive because we are positive people. Positive Energy, we support it's an energy company in the UK. Positive Energy. Yeah, it was an advert. I'm trying to get into adverts. So, how you boys do? We've got to be quick. Because obviously the shit that we put out last week, we don't want a repeat of that. And early doors, I think I can keep it together long enough that we get out a good real episode. So before you guys talk, because you haven't yet, you've made noises. Although the what is talking, if it's not noises. We of course have Faction Feud back.
Oh, finally.
We do have Thought of the Day.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going back to a staple of ours that has been lost, Dr. Lovebrush.
Oh.
Now, I don't know why you're tearing up there, now on the video. You will not see it, but I and the viewers can see it. You've got a little weird...
Tearing up like crying?
No, tearing up like a black line, a bit visible above your head. But it's on me. It's not on you. It's on Linux.
Okay.
So, yeah, there it is again. And it annoys me, but I don't know how to fix it. So, we have Dr. Lovebrush. It was the first episode of the season, was the last time we actually did it. So, we have a fucking shitload to go through. So we've got news, which is Arnau's trip to America.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the news is the 11th release. Taskmasters.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucking Dr. Lovebrush. Faction motherfucking Feud. And fuck me if it isn't Thought of the Day.
That's like a 6-hour episode.
Yeah, probably.
And we only have about an hour and 50 to record. So go fuck yourselves. Not you two. You're great. I like you. But the listeners. We are recording. We do have audio. Say something.
Something.
Brilliant. There we go. Let's
Good
jump
to
in.
double check. We've had some scary accidents over the last few episodes. It's better to double check.
In fact, my son pissed himself last night, right? And I tell you what was annoying, he said an accident, is the mother-in-law put him down to bed at 5 o'clock. And his bedtime is 6:37. And I came in, I was like, why is he sleeping? And then we had a big, she's very weirdly argumentative. And because he hadn't eaten, because he was fucking asleep, he drank 2 bottles of water in bed. And then I forgot that he'd done that. And he was restless. And I was like, God, what's wrong with you? Piss everywhere. And then I had to sleep in the piss because obviously I don't want to change the bed sheets at 4 a.m. Oh, it's tough.
Of course. Of course.
But I did take him to the toilet and he still did a piss. I was impressed. So if you're here from episode 9, this podcast is not good. Okay? So take it away, boys.
Look, if you're here from episode 9, you will have heard Jamie talk for 2 hours.
Normally, and being serious and
exactly.
Right, that's
well,
true.
I mean, this. I think you'll get a pretty good version of that for this episode as well. Although
I don't have much to say now, except for on 11.
You don't have much to say.
Not really. I've got some bitching to do about the Taskmasters.
So should we wrap up then?
Yeah, are we done?
You two need to do the talking.
Okay.
Now you need to talk about America. Do we want to go to America trip right now?
Yeah, but because we don't have jingles, I don't know when we are on.
Well, I don't have a jingle for America.
Actually the news.
You want a jingle for the news?
Yeah, we could do a news jingle.
You boys are you. Hold on, I'll get it. So with this, it's called Meet Soundboard, and we obviously use Google Meet. New releases. It's called a jingle called New Releases. And it's given me a key. This should be a newspaper somewhere, right? I'll just do that.
Blur.
There's a film.
Slightly.
Right. What was I
Yeah.
saying? Oh, yeah. No, I've forgotten.
We are not for us.
We're waiting for the news jingle. Is that the news?
This is not the news.
Releases.
What?
That was an
What the fuck was
alternative.
that?
No one was ever meant to hear that. That was an alternative I did for news, where I make the sound and I say news in a high-pitched voice for a really long time. So that was my real voice. And I was going something like that. I just did that for like as long as I could, which was like, I don't know,
It just
12
sounded
seconds.
like a missile.
yeah, I didn't know if there was a sound issue or something.
Except for me screaming, so new releases.
It's
okay.
an extra.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Yeah, we used to have an extra, read all about it.
Topic of the week, news saves. Why was I
That's
bitching
the
about
most iconic news soundbite you can imagine. That's
audio?
everyone knows what that is.
I think it's possible we lost it. We lost it, maybe. Grotbusters. I don't know what it could be. I mean, at this point, my whole thing of keeping a tight ship's fucked. So we may as well just do a normal
It's
episode.
about as tight as it's going to get, I think.
It's not that we trusted it. Like,
I just wanted to do one episode where it was from start to finish, like, you know, just pristine, polished, painting recipes. Would you rather? Jamie's Diary, Law Slaves, Topic of the
Now you're
Week.
just saying words.
yeah. Anyway,
These were the jingles that we
Anyway,
had.
I now went to America,
the news. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to America, and they are building this super cool museum of miniatures there, which is basically why I went there. And you know, it's hard to imagine what they can be doing and how much, you know, stuff they can be doing. And I am now that I've seen it, I'm actually super envious that we don't have anything close to in Europe. It doesn't matter. It could
Warhammer
be
World or
wherever. Yeah, but Warhammer World is just box arts of Warhammer that we are, you know, very used to, and it's very cool, of course. But that's entirely different because it's figures from all different artists, different styles, different scales, a lot of things, and it is really cool. And it's still in progress, but they are building something that I think will change the industry.
How
Pretty
so?
much.
I mean,
They are doing a lot of activities. So every month there is a workshop. So that's creating a community. And when communities like this, like focal points of community start, what it does is develops a lot of painters. And then with a lot of painters, and obviously with a place like this, a lot of people will know the hobby. So the hobby will expand. More painters will be in America. The hobby will expand more in America. So overall, I think it will do a lot of good.
they need that as well, American painters, because there's like, what, 4 or 5 good painters there, and they need all the help they can get, basically.
I mean, the medium level there is super high because they have a lot of workshops and they are very passionate about it. It's different. We are kind of used to here in Europe, and it's like, yeah, another fucking workshop. But it's different there. It's more like an event, and they are.
So you think that beyond people visiting the museum, like you're talking about community, what good is the museum to anyone who can't visit Las Vegas?
Well, if the industry grows because of it, that's good for everyone, right? More companies, more jobs, more prices go up, etc.
How big is it? Like, can it have that big an effect? Just one museum?
I don't know. Obviously, we don't have any, so it's the first thing. But maybe this allows other things to go, because the idea of them is it's not for us. We already know figures. It's for people who don't know figures, and obviously in Las Vegas, which is a very high traffic area, the possibilities of introducing minis to people is what matters. Not for us. We don't count.
It will be interesting. Like, can't really talk in a like. There's a museum of toilets in central London, right? And like, it's the analogy doesn't quite work, and it's real. There was, and then there was also a shopping cart trolley, but like, I'm not going to suddenly get into those things by going to this museum. If you have no artistic interest, does it get you into the hobby, or does it just open your eyes and be like, okay, there are some talented painters that are also painting in miniatures?
No, but first that it doesn't have to influence every single person that goes in. That's obviously it won't. Maybe of 1,000, one of them will end up being a professional painter, or 2,000 or 10,000, doesn't matter. But it situates the hobby into the world because more people will know about it, so it will become a thing. Right now, most of the world doesn't even know we exist, right?
But why do you think a physical museum makes more of a difference than anything on the internet?
I don't think it does more. It's just another way. It's like another door, and
Makes
being able
credibility as well, though, in a sense, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
And seeing miniatures in real life is a lot more different, a lot better than seeing them online. Online, you see so much stuff, you don't even know what's real, what is not. It's dramatically different seeing it in real life and seeing extremely huge, like endless collections, like they have.
And they get to put museum in Google Maps, miniature museum. Like, that's something you might just like the toilet museum or the trolley museum. Like, you might just, it was closed. We tried to go and it was closed, like down. So obviously it didn't last that long. But yeah, it was
I went to a kimchi museum in Seoul, in Korea, South Korea.
Christ, isn't kimchi like off egg?
No, it's
It's
fermented cabbage.
Yeah,
fermented.
They eat it absolutely all the time with everything, but it made me slightly more keen to try different types of kimchi. Anyway, it kind of relates to your toilet museum in that you can have a museum about absolutely anything.
Literally.
What about? So I'm wondering.
Go.
You said
the fact that you went to the kimchi fucking
it's
museum,
funny what you said about the map
museum,
as well. Yeah, like if you go to Las Vegas and you're not sure what to do, I could see someone finding this and being curious. I was going to ask Arnaud, do you know if their kind of target group is people who are not us, which makes a lot of sense? What are they actually doing to like promote it? Do you know?
Well, at the moment is in work in progress. So the building is they have two buildings. The main building, well, both buildings are operative, but the museum is just with provisional cabinets, and the second floor is empty still. But they have a lot to do, and one of the things that they want to do is to show the growth to people, so show the progress to people. So because now you can go and see what they have, and in 1 year time they will be more things done, because there's a lot of things that they want to do, like they want to do a diorama that it's massive and it's changing and it's evolving with a story. So they have the space and the power to do a lot of things, and all these things will go piece by piece in time. At the moment, it's just workshops and cabinets storing some models.
And they have people working as curators. I know that. Do they have any full-time painters or hobbyists of any kind?
Well, I mean, yeah, they have a lot of people working there. So I don't know. Like they are starting a line of figures as well. They have a store with a lot of brands of the entire world, which is amazing.
Some of the best brands in the world, no?
Yeah, one in particular.
That's cool. I respect them.
So as much as we like it, have we said the name clearly enough?
Dragonhead models.
Right. People know where to go.
No, that's Berko's Vault.
Berko's Vault.
But it can't be called that.
It is, yeah.
But
That's
a vault is something like, isn't it like where people like do that weird Fritz stuff and all that?
Vault. What? A vault is the like
in a bank.
Like a bank vault.
Yeah,
a-
like
Yeah,
a
but
bank
people
vault.
always do like interesting. He's not calling it museum then.
No.
Huh. People won't find that on Google then.
I mean, I don't know how they will put it on
Right.
Google or
Good,
Berkeley
good,
Vault
good.
Museum. It's so easy.
That's a good idea. There you go.
Just that.
But also, that wouldn't make. I mean, it's his museum, and he'll go through and work it out. And he'll probably have people close to him who can tell him what to do in that regard. Like, oh, if you call it Varka's Vault, you're only going to get people coming to rob you. Whereas, if you're called, I don't know, Miniature Museum or Best Museum in the World with the fewest visitors, for example, you might get more people going. I don't know. I wouldn't even want to go to a vault.
I'll tell them to contact you so you
Cheers.
can give them.
No. They just point them to the episode. Timestamp
right,
it.
yeah, of course.
Clip it. That's everything I need to say on it, really. On the name.
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you know how I don't know why I'm asking this, but like where in Las Vegas is it? Is it quite central? Is it hard to get to?
I mean, everything is quite easy to get because you need a car. So with a car, you can go anywhere very quickly. It's on the same street as the Strip, which is the main casino, but southher. Maybe like 10, 15 minutes south of that.
It's crazy.
That
Just
sounds
on a
pretty
straight
easy
road.
to get to, though. Yeah.
It means you just have to drive straight for all that time.
Well, I mean, but America is like that. Like
God,
it's
that must be so
very
annoying.
big, very.
When you
empty.
drive to Las Vegas from like Los Angeles, you see Las Vegas, and then you're driving for like an hour. Like it's just desert, and then
Yeah.
it takes a while to get there anyway.
But
And if you just
to be
stop
fair,
short of 10 minutes short of that, then you
But there's no bends in the road.
yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it's not like everything is just.
It's just straight. That's what I got in my head. I just imagine a long strip, and you're
Yeah.
you're
It's a
driving
little
for
bit
10
like
minutes,
that.
and you're like,
It's one road, just one road that circles the earth.
I like that. You know, the longest road that isn't like an A road or anything. Oh shit, it's an A road, isn't it? It's the A10 in London. There isn't a motorway. The longest road in London is fuck yourselves. It's Green Lanes.
Warhammer reveals and stuff.
Oh, you finished? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So I
mean,
would like to go. Annoyingly, I kind of said I wouldn't go to America without my wife, like because the first time, or Japan or some shit like that, right? And it turns out she's going to go to like Colombia or somewhere next month without me. And I was like, right, you stupid. Anyway, so
Did they have any good Warhammer models in Virgil's Vault or no?
Warhammer.
Yeah.
I mean, they
loads,
have 20,000 models. 20,000.
that
Don't
is a
know.
lot.
Which is, yeah, that's a lot. And 2/3 of the collection are 28 mils. Two-thirds of those.
Yeah.
So they have a lot.
But most of it's garbage, right?
I wouldn't say. I mean, I didn't see the whole collection, but they have a bit of everything. And something that it's actually cool is that they like stuff. They are very passionate about stuff. It's
need to be.
It's not. How do I say? It's not snobby in a way. It's
No,
very,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
it's very honest, right? Or very,
Yeah, yeah.
very how do I say it? Innocent
Mhm.
in that sense. And you can find stuff that you would never find in our hobby, or because they are, I don't know, things more amateurish or less, but cool nonetheless. So it's actually pretty cool.
So anyone who's listening to this podcast, all 6 of you, if you ever go to Las Vegas, why? No idea why you would ever do that. But then you absolutely have to go to this museum. Like, if you don't, then what are you doing with your life? Why would you even go to Las Vegas?
We're actually at 7 now. I think we're at 7.
Yeah.
7 listeners.
That's too many to keep track of.
We've actually got someone in the group who's officially the 7th listener, and his name is Steve, the 7th listener. So I think there's no getting away from that now. I dare we ever meet the double figures, will be bonkers. But we are actually, for the first time, we're not at negative subscribers for the last
What?
19 days or something. I don't really understand it.
That's
like,
amazing.
yeah, it's pretty weird. I feel like it's a pivotal moment so that we can come crashing in like a little bit harder maybe later.
Yeah.
But we do have news.
You guys wanted to talk shit about the new Warhammer stuff.
Correct.
Mhm.
I was just checking if we lost any in it since I last checked, and we haven't. So how do I do this seamlessly? First, I will share the screen.
Oh,
you can
right, yeah, because we
yeah,
want to
you
look
can
at
see
this
that.
stuff while we talk shit.
And then I
So
can...
you were
Oh no! Oh yeah, right. Don't look at that. Oh, you can't see.
you were wildly disappointed with everything, is what you
Right.
said.
Yes. But why? You can't see what I'm... Oh, I'm sharing my screen. Good. You can see.
Yeah, I can see your
Good.
screen.
Good. Also, I'm way off. How do I... Hold on. If I go over here. All right. Okay, so first thing I want to bitch about is this fucking here trailer, okay? I couldn't have been more underwhelmed if I tried. Now, I just want to go into... I'm not a basher of GW, right? Just for the record. I do think that what they've been doing the last few years is nothing short of a miracle. Like they've done some shit in that time, obviously, but I think on the whole, I think they've done a lot of good shit. Have you seen this trailer yet, Arnaud?
Yeah.
Martin?
Yeah, for sure. I watched it this morning.
Same, actually. I was in bed.
I was watching, so I've seen all of the photos of all the new stuff, and I
Wait,
read
I want to do
most
the
of it,
trailer
and I-
quickly.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just recapping in my head if I've actually seen everything. They did some actual videos with some of the miniatures as well, and I've watched this a couple times.
So,
well, go back to your thoughts on this. Why do you not like it?
So I think it's interesting they brought back the old land speeder. I don't really fully get that. And compared to the trailer of 10th, which I thought was quite good, I don't really feel like there's any... I have no emotion while watching this. The only cool bit was when they got off on their jetpacks. But I don't know if it's the animation, which is a little harsh, because the animation is good, but somehow it's not that brutal. There's just something I was like, I don't feel excited. It didn't make me at all excited for 11th. Is probably a good way of saying
Can I
it.
just quickly say, I don't know why, but everything you're saying right now, I completely agree. I felt exactly the same thing.
Now?
Exactly the
Right.
same. It's like I like it just the way I like cool things, like whatever. But it was missing something, and I wasn't sure. What do you think, Arnaud?
Absolutely the same. And
Yeah.
I am very passionate about Space Marines and Blood Angels, and I literally have a trailer of some Blood Angels with some weirdly Ultramarine somewhere. I don't know why. But I was excited because I knew there's been a rumor that there will be a flying chaplain in the new
Is there not
edition.
currently one then?
No, there's only one, and it's just a Blood Angel.
Yeah.
And I was excited to see it, but I already know how it will be, and it seems quite boring. But it's like, and I guess it's an amalgamation of everything. It just feels a lot of things that we have already seen, tweaked slightly.
In the trailer or the box? So
everything, literally everything. Like the box is a recreation of the second edition.
I want to have a hardcore bitch about that. So I just want to finish the trailer, right?
Okay.
I don't know what.
Okay, go ahead. No.
Like, you know the Astartes video we all like?
Yeah.
Now that had nothing to do with any edition. Imagine they just got that bloke by himself over 2 years. I think he did it. Obviously he's working on, he's employed, blah, blah, blah. But something similar like that, added orcs and just made a small story. I'd be like, and it has nothing to do with 11th, but it's just to do with Armageddon War.
But that's what's so like almost awkward and embarrassing. The fact that we've seen this animation, we saw the 10th animation, the Space Marine 2 game and all those cutscenes, and then we see the trailer for Astartes 2, which that guy's working on now with Games Workshop, and it's just a billion times better in every way. And I'm almost like, I don't even like myself for thinking that. I'm like, what's with this snobbery? But it just works so much better. There's something about the weight and the movement and the brutality of how the Space Marines move. that he just nails. And this is, for whatever reason, is missing a lot of that. I did find a few specific things about the way the Space Marines and the Orcs were in this that feels really shit and uninspiring.
And so a part of me would be they don't give a shit because they know they're going to sell a fuckload of 11th. So why spend more budget? Why do the Amazon TV show? I can't remember what that was called, where they did all the mini TV shows and
Secret Level.
So that level of animation, there's no reason to do that, and they probably won't get more sales because of it, which is what is what I assumed. But it still made me think the opposite of hype is what it caused. Now, the box, we can bitch about the box,
but it's a bit of like, it happens with everything for me.
Yeah,
it's that familiarity with everything. For example, in this box, I've seen all these Marines and somewhere else. The guy behind the main guy, there is a guy on the right that is pointing with a bolter down.
that's almost literally an existing artwork.
That's almost literally the previous one.
No, but like I think that specifically that Blood Angel. I feel like
I know.
have seen that. Yeah.
No. This is It's I don't know if it's literally, but it looks like it. And the composition and everything, it just everything surrounding this feels lack of originality.
Like, so the artwork itself, I think, is really good, right? I think the artwork is done, but the point is, we've seen these artworks and they've just got that level of standard. I actually think I know from his style who did this, right? It's the
Can I wait? Just sorry. Say what
Russian.
you were going to say. I just need to double check if you guys have seen this or if that's what we're talking about now.
So what did you send it in the thing?
Yeah, hold on. I will send it in the thing.
So to bitch, right? I'm seeing a pattern here where, last few episodes or whatever, we said GW are basically making 4K versions, right, of old things.
Yeah.
And on standalone things, I kind of think it makes sense. But to literally try and recreate the second edition cover, they've even given the bolter the same colors as the old throwback, right?
The flames on the leg. And
that's what I was going to ask you if you've noticed all the little things.
Yeah.
I sent you the photo now where it's kind of
as well.
Highlighting all the details. I mean, that's obviously not just I shouldn't say obvious, but it's the artwork has all these little details. But I believe the models are painted that way as well. So that I mean, that's why they look the way they do on the cover. The illustrators will often have images of the models to refer to.
So I personally don't.
Do you not like that?
Well, no, I don't see the reason to do it.
I don't hate it, but I don't think it's inspired in a way. Like the main guy on the second edition is special. You don't see another Space Marine like this anywhere. The pose is special, the colors are special. The new one is another guy with a shield that we have many of them. It's just with a leg painted with fire and the bolter in yellow. So there's nothing special about him. The only thing special actually probably is the head that he's stepping on. And the rest are just things, right? I don't hate that they recreate it because I love the second edition one, but it has it's an empty recreation in my opinion. It doesn't add anything.
Yeah.
It just.
I think I feel like if as long as I'm reminding myself that a lot of this is for new players, I think it's really good. I think that if you're going to introduce someone to 40K, to Space Marines and Orcs and Blood Angels especially, then it's nice to have all these callbacks, and it kind of brings all that second edition stuff back to new players. I agree that something that's actually new would be more inspiring, but like the flames on the leg and the colors on the gun, I think that's cool. I like that. I mean, the fact that they've circled like the blue helmet, I mean, that's just how their support units look like. That's not even a callback to second edition. That just happens to be the placement in the artwork. But if we're just talking about the details on that captain and some of the ways that they will probably have painted the orcs, and some of the details on the other Blood Angels, like the one guy that we saw with it's got like a gold outline on his shoulder pad, stuff like that. I think it's cool. I think it's just it makes Blood Angels more interesting. And even if we've seen it before, we've seen everything before.
For me, that's the problem is not that it's not cool, because everything is cool. I mean, it's Warhammer, so it's we would drink this every single day of the year, but it's bland. It's the Space Marine that they showed. The only thing that made me is anti-hype me. Like, it was like, it's another Space Marine with it's the old helmet.
This guy, right?
Exactly.
He's the poster boy, right, for this release, and that's the thing that I struggled with. Like, how can this be the selling? And don't get me wrong, right? They're going to release more stuff, and they're going to
of course.
But not really. Like, you can roughly guess what's going to be in here. We're going to have a land speeder. We're going to have the trucks from Orcs. We're going to have some things.
That's the other thing I was going to say is I've been looking at rumors for what's going to be in this box over the last few weeks, and I guess for whatever reason it felt more and more like the rumors were just a list of like, this is what it is. There was reason to believe that was pretty accurate, which means that when I saw the land speeder flying in, if I hadn't seen all of that rumor bullshit, that would have been really cool. I would have thought, oh damn, there's a new land speeder, or the orc shooting rig walker thingy. Yeah. Which, I mean, that looks cool. That, like, all that stuff might have made me more excited if I wasn't just kind of like, yeah, okay, that's that thing that I've read about. Even the chaplain and the Vanguard veterans. And I'm just trying to be mindful of, like, again, if someone is actually new to all of this and this is the first time they're seeing it, then that stuff would have been exciting. But then, you know, the details about, like we were saying, with how the Space Marines move and what actually happens in that trailer is still not very interesting.
But like 85% of people who are going to buy this aren't new, so you don't need to. You don't need.
I don't think that's true.
Nah, I don't think you get that many new. What they're going to just suddenly get a huge jump up in people who've never played Warhammer buying the starter set.
Yes. I think that this is the stuff that will get new players in. They will have maybe played Space Marine 2, or they will have heard of it. 40K in particular. I mean, AOS is a different thing, but 40K in particular is starting to become more and more sort of a mainstay brand with a lot of nerds, and people are picking up on what this is and getting interested in it, but they might not have played the game or bought a big box of toys before.
But I don't think this trailer is the thing that's going to get them in, because I wouldn't think, oh fuck, that trailer makes me want to get into the game. Like, that's not
that's fair. I think it's many things all at once, but I get what you're saying. Like, I would still have preferred if this trailer was better, and also, I mean, at the end of the day, like, why not just make it cool for everyone? Why not make the miniatures interesting for everyone? I think we're starting to reach the point now with Space Marines where every 3 years there's going to be a big box of something. The one half is going to be a new an existing 40K army that needs a refresh. So we've seen pretty much exactly the same thing with Necrons, Tyranids, and now Orcs, where they get a great new take and a bunch of new miniatures. We haven't seen the Orcs yet, I guess. And then the other half has to be Space Marines. And I guess we're sort of approaching the point now where it's like, well, you know, sitting down and thinking, okay, we have to do new Space Marines. What can we do? Is maybe not the best starting point for new miniatures, as opposed to, does anyone have any cool ideas?
That's like,
oh yeah, sure. I mean, of course.
You can't.
But it's like Arnell was saying, we have actually seen all this stuff before. Like Vanguard veterans with jump packs, it's just
it's boring as fuck, to be honest.
Fancier assault intercessors.
Going through it, right? They're doing Armageddon, which is 3rd edition. So why make these Blood Angels? Why not make them Black Templar? Why do Blood Angels with no fucking new units? And just so there's no reason why they're Blood Angels, other than narratively.
But that is also the point, because they just they need to paint them as something. It's more interesting to do Blood Angels than Ultramarines, and they're still going to paint all of it. Everyone will still want to paint these as their own chapter.
But do any other chapter. Why rub it in like Blood Angels' face that they got dick all things, release them Blood Angels, and
I like that they are Blood Angels, even if they don't have anything. I don't care, because we have a new artwork and
exactly.
You know, that's
and also, don't forget, Blood Angels are still just Space Marines. They're going to have intercessors. They're going to have the regular units that all Space Marine armies have. The only thing that actually makes Blood Angels like ordinary, regular Battle Brothers, the special, in terms of the design would be if they had like a sculpted blood symbol on their chest.
But that's
But
what I
if
don't
they
understand.
did, that would suck for every other chapter. Anyone that wanted to paint this as anything else than Blood Angels, you would be frustrated that they had
That's
a
why
little
you shouldn't
stupid blood.
do. It's why you wouldn't. Why bother doing Blood Angels? Like I also don't like. They've done it so you could do a
'cause
throwback
they were
to
at-
second edition, right? That's why they wanted to use
Yeah.
this and try and plug into people's. But then why not give him a little crest on the thing as an upgrade kit? Why not just lean into the fact that they're Blood Angels for once? Because they won't sell as much, I guess.
Yeah,
No, but again, because then you can't. Because then you're limiting how people can paint.
That's what I
them
mean,
as
yeah.
their own
Because
army.
less people will buy it ultimately, right? But then why not just put an upgrade kit, a new upgrade kit? Why release a whole box and not do fucking anything? That's what I'm saying. That part I find annoying. Like,
But that's, if you think about it, that's literally what they did for Ultramarines for the previous, I guess 4 or 5 editions.
what, with no upgrade kits or anything?
No, I'm saying they weren't Ultramarines. They were just painted blue. But there's nothing that makes them Ultramarines. You can still
Yeah.
paint all of the
That-
Leviathan stuff as
But
Imperial
Ultramarines don't
Fists.
have any unique things, do they?
Yeah, they do.
They do, but it's the basic box they have to be basic. That I understand.
Yeah, they have to be like the sculptures have to be like
Yeah.
unadorned as
That's
any
what I'm saying.
chapter.
Do Blood Angels. Do a chapter that doesn't
But
require
that just
it.
makes it more cool. That's
Why
the
not?
second edition callback. That's the Armageddon thing, and also more than anything, I just think it's good to remind people that they can paint them as anything else. I mean, I've seen 7 billion here's how you paint your Space Marine videos and tutorials over the last 3 years that are just Ultramarines.
Yeah.
And most people, I mean, look at the Space Marine 2 game. That's just the Leviathan box. It's like the Space Marine guys are blue, the Tyranids are Leviathan. That's how they all look. This is nice because it's a reminder that you can also just do another chapter.
But
Something that really more than this, and this, even if I'm a Blood Angels super fan, that I like that they are Blood Angels. But what I really hate that they are doing is the standardization of pieces. For example, on the chaplain, and you can see on the trailer. Yeah, you can see in the trailer how the Cross-User Arcanum is the same as other Cross-User Arcanums that we've seen. The helmet is very close to what we've seen. The chest plate, we have already seen this. So all these little pieces that could be different, they are not. And
you don't mean different like Blood Angels. You just mean different like a new
completely
design.
new. Yeah, new designs.
Yeah.
And I know that this is reminiscent of another old the chest plate, for example. It was from another one that it was metal back in the day. But all these things, what they just and this is absolutely personal opinion. They throw me off because you have an opportunity to do something new and cool, and you are not. And I understand that they cannot win in this sense, because when they do something new, people complain. When they do something old, people complain. So I know that this is just personal opinion, but I really wish they did little things, innovation in little things. That's
I
my
won't disagree
whole
with that. I think there's always room to do something like more interesting like that. And you make a good point with the chaplains as well. Like they're one of the Space Marine units that probably wouldn't have everything made in a mold.
Exactly.
It would be very unique to each one.
They've always been my favorite unit, and I always loved them, all of them. And now I don't give a shit about them because they are so boring. All of them, they look the same. And
this looks a lot like the details on the bike chaplain, I thought. The helmet and the chest looks a lot like the bike chaplain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing the actual miniatures though, like the actual land speeder, which seems to be, like Jamie says, it seems to be like a closer to the old land speeder, not the storm speeder, which is huge.
Yeah. If I was a Blood Angel fan, which I'm not, I hate them, but aren't they? I thought they were never unique. Every armor they have is individual. They're like artisans and all this. Whereas now this is just basically vanillaing their lore as well. Another reason why I think it's.
But if that was the case, that's never been the case with the miniatures. I mean, we've had
Yeah,
We haven't had
that's
unique Blood Angels miniatures aside from characters for
That's
the
my
first
point. They're
20
the last
years.
15 years or something. They're going further
No, but
and
before
further.
then too. Like
We-
if you
we-
did,
You had the
had-
Death Company. You had individual
and
characters.
we had a kit. We had a normal kit. We had a tactical squad kit, and the guy had a sculpted chest, and other guys had things. But that doesn't mean that all the people have sculpted chests, because
Yeah.
some Space Marines will be neophytes, and they will be 10 to 20 years old on that setting, and maybe some of them are like 100 or 200, and it's normal that a Space Marine that is 300 years old has a lot more sculpted things on the armor that a guy who has been 5 years fighting, or that I understand.
I think it's actually better like this way, because again it kind of enforces that all Space Marines are Space Marines. I think these models will be Blood Angels if they're red and have the Blood Angel symbol, the same way that they'll be Ultramarines if they're blue and have their symbol. All Black Templars don't have tabards, or all Dark Angels don't have their cloaks and their
Exactly,
hoods. They don't all do that. They don't all put on their like chapter uniform. And then like Arnau was saying, all that ornamentation also might come kind of with seniority. So, and it's always bothered me that like some chapters would be super different, that every Space Marine in that chapter would be really keen to like kit out their armor, but then other chapters wouldn't. Like, why would, Medusa chapter or like Crimson Fists not do that just because the Space Wolves do it? Space Wolves all have like fucking wooden shields and necklaces and all this weird crap. But like all those Firstborn chapters, or First Founding chapters, that it's just weird to me that would be the case. So it's nice actually to see like regular Space Marines that are actually Blood Angels. And then if you want to Blood Angel them out more, then there's upgrade kits and all the rest of it.
Yeah,
which
there
I agree that the last release was a bit lackluster for like cool stuff.
I think it's really boring, and I think it's the worst release I've ever seen of anything.
Well, we
Except-
haven't seen
Except the
we haven't
Viper.
seen it yet.
Yeah, we've also we haven't seen the miniatures, and we're still just on this one product. Do you guys want to look at
Yeah.
anything else that was shown, or are we?
There was nothing
are we
else,
just
was
kind of
there?
stopping here?
Well,
What do you think of the orc?
I don't understand why they are doing a
Kill
third
TV.
Orc Boys kit. Like I don't get it. It's like they didn't they release an Orc Boys kit like a couple of years ago?
It was maybe 5 years ago. I think that was a stopgap. I think that was, and they were like monopose.
No,
These will probably be as
Got the
well,
kill
but they're a
team,
little
though,
more
and the
interesting.
starter
No,
set and
no,
kill,
no.
They've done a couple of kill teams, but they've done regular Orc Boys in like a combat patrol with a plastic war boss.
Yeah, but I mean it's a proper box and they have like motorist helmets and like they are really cool. I actually like
Yeah,
them.
they're nice models, but they're made to be that. I guess they're monopose. It's not like easy to build or anything, but they're quite simplistic.
I see. So
I like the orcs 10 times more than I like Space Marines in this.
Well, that's another thing entirely, though, because like whether
just
or
in
not
this
we like the
iteration
Space
for,
Marines, do we like the
like-
orc more? I think I'm going to be way more excited about all the new orc stuff.
I don't really like. I only like Space Marines when you get to critical mass and you have a shitload of them, and then I think they look cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I just find this boring. Is basically what I wanted to bitch about, and I think like I wish it wasn't this boring, and it wasn't. I think Black Templars would have been more interesting.
I'm quite keen on seeing these as Black Templars. Maybe doing a little bit of conversion work on them. Maybe the Vanguard veterans could be cool Black Templars. But yeah,
I think a new unit.
generally,
would have been really cool.
I do agree that like, sorry, what?
I think a new unit, a new type of unit, would have been really cool for Space Marine.
I mean,
that's
they
just
would
been happening. That's
Would have been cool,
too. There's too much of that anyway. I don't want more like Inceptors or Suppressors or any.
Yeah,
of that
but
bullshit.
that's very that's like obviously we don't want that, but we didn't want that many years ago already.
Yeah,
and they kept doing it. We want new things that are innovative, and then not everything needs to be following the same pattern as I mean, it's true that when they did some new things, they failed, like the Centurions, for example. They're weird I mean, personally, I like the idea very much. Maybe the execution not as much, but yeah, another unit with another weapon is it's not a new thing. It's very old stuff, right? Even if it's a new kit, it's not new. And I think it's that, I don't know, new weapons, new types of unit, maybe bigger, maybe smaller, maybe with, I don't know, something that spice things
I'd
up.
like
And it's
yeah.
a combination of weapons and Space Marines, you know?
I guess you
don't
play it
know.
safe on a starter kit. Don't
Yeah, I don't know what I would want. All I know is that it's in a weird place right now. Space Marines are in a weird place. And the idea of they have to have new kits, like they have to, it's a must. They absolutely must have new kits. And in, I guess, 3 years, there's going to be new Space Marine kits with probably what I now is saying. Someone's going to realize that, like, okay, we've got regular dudes with plasma guns, melta guns, and flamers. So let's give them some kind of weird grenade launcher or something. That just seems like desperate and boring. And but the thing is, I have no idea what else would work. There's no like obvious solution to this for me, other than to just keep doing better versions of the same kits, which also kind of sucks.
We got new units. We got Rangers on jet bikes. We got Corsairs. We got a fuckload of flying shit. We got a shitty little Viper. The Corsair is like, we've had a lot of new units, and the last new unit I remember of Space Marine was those big cunts with grinders in their hands and stuff, and they are janky, but like
Centurions.
Okay, yeah, and then another like two versions of similar, right? Like halfway between a Dreadnought and a.
There's been actually new units a few times, though, right? I mean, Gravis, and what you're saying now is that like a Gravis armored Space Marine with a gun is still the same.
Oh yeah, right.
Space Marine unit. It just has a different gun.
I can't see any difference between these guys here and what they were 10 years ago. They look fucking identical. They've just fixed the scale creep, right? That's it.
Yeah. So when I mean new things, what I mean is new concepts. Like
same.
And you could argue that the Gravis armor is like a 0.1 better than not doing anything. But the new concept, the only new concept we got are the Centurions, I think, and that I can remember.
You got the maybe tanks.
What about Phobos? I mean, that's basically a light armored Space Marine that isn't a scout.
Yeah, but it's again, it's an in between a scout and a normal one.
But if you go further than that, how is it still a Space Marine? I mean, if they're not wearing regular Space Marine armor and they're not using Space Marine weapons.
One way to distinguish this would be putting Jamie an image like this and identify me armors. This, if you are not a hardcore Space Marine fan, you don't realize these things and you don't even care about this. But what a Centurion is, you definitely know, because they are different. They are just different.
Yeah.
And probably the one unit that it's quite different from the rest is maybe the Land Speeder, actually. Well, the Storm Speeder. It's an aircraft that it's not. It's it has a lot to do with the Land Speeder. It's true, but it's something that we didn't have as much.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just wondering, like, where would you go that is still, again, that's something that would still be recognized as a Space Marine unit without like breaking it and making something that's, because the next issue then is like, the further you go away from it being Space Marines, wouldn't you start to infringe on other armies? Wouldn't you just start to make, Imperial Guard?
They've started doing that anyway, right? Like, there's a lot of mix, a lot more these days between armies and rules and stuff like that. But yeah, the thing is, with all the factions, are they factions? I don't know. What are those things called where you're all Space Wolf and a Blood Angel chapter?
Chapters?
Like with all the chapters, you've got a whole wealth of shit that you could have, like, and different kind of characters. But yeah, maybe I kind of feel like the reason why they don't do it is because they don't want to diminish the brand of Space Marine. Now that the fact that they don't have Centurions, they barely sell them now, and they're never in any kind of. I think they're like, fuck that, we don't want to do anything remotely similar, right?
Yeah, but I think they are like they are not a great example because as a model, they are not great.
Yeah,
they are
they're not.
quite.
They're not. That was in the
weird.
dark ages of GW anyway.
Yeah.
Also, like if you give me 6 months and give me my full-time job and a creative artist, I'm sure I could come up with some good ideas. Like they've got time to do this kind of stuff.
I mean, yeah, I'm
and
sure they have a lot of
explore and-
creative people.
Yeah, but also they don't.
Yeah,
Fundamentally, they don't need to do it.
It's a really interesting question, honestly. Like, even from just that perspective, like you said, now, what if that's knowing as we do that there are people sitting around thinking about like what could we do? I couldn't even begin to think like what Space Marines could end up being, where you could go. It's difficult.
It's the law side of things as well, isn't it? Because you can't have them naked, really, because they're not a Space
No,
Marine. You can't. Halfway between a Titan and a normal guy, even smaller, Dreadnought.
Yeah, what I think is about silhouettes, for example.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with that. For sure.
Imagine a Dreadnought that it's slightly bigger,
Yeah,
has artillery or has 4 arms, or
Mhm.
That it's not a Dreadnought, it's something a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
a little bit scarier. You could do also, I don't know, a unit of Space Marines with really big how do I say it, like individual artillery. So it's not like they don't need a base, but they are or
Yeah, like
a unit
squad
of
in modern
a
year.
council of psychers, I don't know, with psychers that are different. Every single one is different. There is room for different stuff, and probably we could come up with 10 ideas very quickly.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's just the fact that we are so used to staying on the lanes that
Mm.
we don't even we are almost afraid of looking outside them, which I get it in a way.
I think again, one problem with that is the more you start to think about going further outside of that box, the more you start to actually cannibalize on other armies. I know those were just like random examples you gave now, but I really think that if you broke down like, does this make sense for this army? I think what you would find is a lot of that stuff is like, that's just something that should be part of another army.
But then Warhammer is dead.
Because there's no progression, right?
Because in the sense that there's a lot of stuff in Warhammer, obviously, and
well, what you could do now is all of a sudden all of these armors get destroyed, and you have to buy an entirely new army because it's maybe they need to be a little bit bigger, and they need 3 balls instead of 2, and then I mean, they would never do that though. GW, I don't think they'd never get rid of all the models for an army and make them invalid. They wouldn't dare do that.
Blow up the entire planet just to restart
for example. Yeah, I mean that
new
couldn't
setting.
happen. Yeah,
Never.
I mean this Eye of Terror campaign, maybe they will get sucked into the warp, and we live in the warp for 10 years.
That would be cool.
It would actually be cool. If you look at this one chap,
it would be cool if they released the Legion of the Damned again. That would be fucking amazing. That
but what they
I would
do
throw them money to the face.
No, is they have nothing unique because they're just Space Marines after all, so they wouldn't have any unique armor.
But they are Ghost Rider Space Marines.
Yeah, Ghost Rider Space Marines.
They live in the warp, do they?
They are
something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Or they spent 10,000 years or some shit in there or something.
They wouldn't have Primaris armor unless they just do.
Very true. Which they easily could because they just got it.
I mean, they have bones on fire everywhere. It's just fine. I mean, just give me that.
I'm like, I read the rule changes in on what's this thing called again? On 11th.
Warhammer Community.
Yeah, and go that way. Oh my god, what's happened? Oh, is it my camera that moved? Is that what happened? Hold on. There you go. And the rule changes look very good. I'm very excited by those rule changes. Like, just to quickly, Joe, for my own thing, and Arnau's, you can now charge anybody. So if you roll a dice and you roll a 2, you can charge the unit that's 2 inches away. You don't have to declare this unit, right? They're getting rid of all the bullshit of piling, consolidate, and how that works, because you had that awkward mechanic where you could avoid fights first, and which wasn't written in the rules, but by the omission you could do it because it wasn't in the rules to say blah blah blah. And they're getting rid of round objective markers. So now
that I like.
Yeah, terrain, but it means you have to have terrain. So Tau won't be happy.
I mean, we always.
Yeah, and some other rules that I'm quite excited for. But yeah, I haven't played since September, and yeah, we might have to play a game of 11th, basically.
I mean, we will for sure, and we will get hyped again. That I'm pretty certain that we will. It's not that we left for forever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy where we are right now with Magic over the 40k, because I don't have to bring my army every time. That is really fucking annoying.
Of course, no, Magic will stay, but also we will play. For sure.
70 detachments as well. 76 of them will be Space Marines. Detachments, like...
There's 70 detachments. Well, like in the game.
In the release of 11th, there'll be 70 new detachments. And you'll be able to merge some detachments together. So you can get the army rules.
It said that existing armies will still be completely viable. Is that not always the case?
It's been always the case, except when there's a big break. Like 10th was a massive break from 9th.
Right?
So rules don't work. But in general, they always go through the next edition.
Because it is harsh. Like Dark Elder got released like a month ago, maybe a little bit longer now, but and then all of a sudden, they only get to play with their codex for 6 months. Seems pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Right, so we're also happy about 11th. That's good. The good thing is we're an hour in and we've done nothing. So, what other news did we have, guys?
Do we have any new?
No, but we do fucking have. Get that back in Jordan, mate. Taskmasters. That of course, is the jingle for Taskmasters. And we will be jumping back to the gallery view. If I could get it up, how do I do that? I will need to share. And I will need to do this thing that does that thing. I see. Okay, so gallery view. And this is why we are the best podcast of all time. Right. Screen share. Gallery view. Oh, it's because I didn't do this last time. I did it as a... Oh, fuck it. Right, I will check it's still recording though. Right, so this month's or half month's Taskmasters was to do 100 brushstrokes.
A model. Yes.
Yeah, any model you want, right? Now, the reason why I'd like to complain is, do you see that there star with the blue outline? 70 brushstrokes that took me to get.
That cannot be true.
It's true. I counted every single one.
True.
I literally counted every single one now. I had 70. Okay. Right. So that's...
I mean, I could do 7 trillion brushstrokes if I wanted inside them, but the goal is to do it with the least amount of possible.
But it's impossible to get. You cannot do that without 70 brushstrokes. It's impossible.
I think you might have missed the point of the.
No, so no. All I'm saying is I wanted to bitch, and I much prefer the idea of the concept that it's 100, but it's not 100 because that was 70 right there. Okay.
I think.
And it also made me realize maybe. I was trying to do a high pitch, maybe. My technique of painting is a little different from yours.
Well, yeah, of course, everyone is.
Good. Everyone's different from yours.
Everyone is.
Or
everyone is from someone else.
There you go. Arrogant cunt. Right.
You piece of shit.
Everyone is different from our now.
So
especially.
Yeah, because I when I got to like 20 strokes in, I was like, fuck. Okay, I'm going to count and then finish this off, right? I think on my model, which I'm annoyed that I didn't have a photo to show you. I'm not bored. I'm just tired. No.
For sleeping in peace, of course.
Yes. Well, there's nothing wrong with that if you like it.
No, of course.
I didn't. It was freezing cold.
No, we support sleeping in piss, if that's your thing.
Yeah, and his whole body was covered in it because he wears this thing. It's called a bed yakka. It's basically like It's like a sleeping bag you get into, but it has legs and arms.
Mm.
Um,
And was all pissed down.
yeah, from he drank a lot of fucking water. So, the model itself, I've actually probably done 100, so I kind of need to stop, and I'll take a photo and then I'll probably just finish it with more than 100. But yeah, 100 brushstrokes, it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, we were extremely. You can we were extremely
Optimistic.
with 100 brushstrokes. I think this what we are seeing now is 100 brushstrokes, and I struggled, and I think it's very, very bad. I think with 200 I could do something decent, but 100 is very, very difficult. Something I recorded this, my 100 brushstrokes, which to be fair I lost track in the middle of it, so probably they are like 110 or something like that. But just to see, because something that happened, for example, on the workshop that I did in Las Vegas, we did an exercise about brushstrokes, and we had to paint an apple with 35 brushstrokes. And one of the main issues is that people don't understand the power of a brushstroke. So how much you can cover, how much work you can do with one brushstroke. And
is that because I spent 75 on this? Is that why you're bringing?
No. So for example, if you see the bit of the cape here on the shoulder, this was done with 2 brushstrokes. So
because you didn't lift up the brush, right?
Exactly. It's one brushstroke doing like this, and then I think I run out of paint, and then I kept doing it. So and the arm is one brushstroke. You don't, even if it's not a perfect brushstroke, it's enough to mark that highlight. So if I was about to do one brushstroke on each surface, then yes, I would need 100 for literally the arm. But if you do one that's a whole thing, which is the point of the exercise, is to sculpt with paint from the start. Imagine that we don't have any detail, and what we have to do is just put some structure, and that's the point of the exercise. But to be fair, I think that 100 was too little.
100 is not a lot, but you've still done exactly what you would do if you had 1,000. Now the volumes are there, right? All you do is refine, basically.
I didn't have brushstrokes enough to do the metal on the front and so much stuff. Yeah, I missed it. But that's what I think with 200 I would more or less complete it, and obviously I would have to perfect it a lot more. But the core structure would be there. It is difficult.
Yeah. Well,
how dilute is this paint?
Not much. It's
almost straight from the pot.
I would say 70 paint, 30 or 65. Let's say 65 paint.
Yeah. And that's much thicker than you would normally paint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. There's stages. In the sketch stage is more or less this.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoop.
I thought you sent a video of this, of you painting it. Right, fine. What was I going to say? So, yeah, I mean, it does also personify or highlight. The better you are at painting, the closer you can get to a finished model volume-wise, basically. Because 70 brushstrokes, and I've only just done the base. Right. Now, really, if you can roughly see the head, okay? That's 3 brushstrokes.
Yeah, you did more than that, right?
I did the head in 3 brushstrokes, right? It was like blotting it and and I just did directly on top of the white and blah blah blah. So, and yeah, okay, like the leather straps and most stuff. Like I haven't done that many brushstrokes on this model, but I took them all up on that blue on the shield. And I think from what you've got here, like the concept of doing, I don't know if my mouse shows up actually on the recording, but like on the left arm, just the concept of just doing a line across like blows my mind, because I've never done anything remotely like that, right? I would do this. This is why the shield is so fucking, it's perfectly, I mean, it's not, that's the irony of it, because
the shield is an amazing surface to try this.
For example, but not if you're doing it. So I do this. Hold on.
No, I see you.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
You're using the tip of the brush and a reasonable amount of paint. Yeah,
just like that, right? And that's
how
how I build
I
up.
would paint too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's normal. I don't paint like this every day, but this is an exercise of especially not doing this.
Now that I was looking at that shield, I really want to try and paint that in 100 brushstrokes, actually. I think that would be a great exercise. Like I was just saying, I think that would probably be really good.
I will try to make 100 more on top of what I did and see if the result is considerably better. But for the people that is doing the Taskmaster with us, I would also try this if I were you. Just add 100 more on top of what you're doing and see if, on total of 200.
Yeah, to see where you end up, basically. I think I like the exercise because it got me thinking. I didn't love the exercise because it highlighted my inadequacies aren't the right word, but my my lack of. I nearly said skill, but that's not the point. I also want to try it with another model, not a chibi. I want to try it with an elder, something more that I know a bit better, and I'm not like trying to find stuff. But I really like that I was thinking about the volumes more.
It's an exercise about braveness, the first,
big balls,
and thought, the second. So you have to think, and then you have to do a big ass brushstroke that will look out of place. And these two things are the key that obviously you will not work like this in your everyday life. But braveness and thought are the basics of painting. That's why I was recommending you to watch Bob Ross, because he does this perfectly smooth sky and very beautiful. And then he says, now let's do a cloud. And then he starts messing up the sky, adding some brushstrokes in the middle. And it's like, oh, but the sky was so smooth and so great. But now with the clouds there, it's much better. And then he says, let's add a mountain. And then he puts some blob of paint on the middle of the canvas. And it's like, oh, this is awful. But then it looks like a mountain and it's a lot better. So it's that without the braveness, there's no reward.
Which leads into
something.
Yeah.
You want to get a jingle?
No, not that much. We're staying on the same subject. It leads into what I was about to say. So on my models, on my Chibi Man, there's no secondary lights or anything, right? Which is I was kind of conscious I want to start playing with it. But I'm still motherfucking, like, I promised myself I'm going to do it once I've finished the blocking in, right? And I'm going to try and do it next. So it's my next thing to do between this episode and the next. But I'm still feel it holding me back, where I'm like, I'm going to fuck up the model. But the whole point of the model is it's a throwaway model, right?
Yeah.
But looking at yours, it reminded me that I wanted to do it. So you've got the legs, the arm, and a little bit of the spam head, right? Where you've got the other color of thing. And like, it's funny that even though I know this is the whole purpose of this is to not do it, I'm still in my GW mode. I can't get away that easily from it. I've done some source lighting on the chest piece. I've done like 3. It's just got 3 colors. It's got the thing at the bottom. So I'm trying it, and this is on the Chibi. It's quite nice to do it in a basic way. but I can still feel myself like fighting myself from. Basically, it's like, do I want to paint heavy metal style because I love it, or because it's everything I know and it's safer? And I think it's the latter, but I do still love it. But also, it's all I know. So we're not going to go on this too long because it's boring as fuck, and we do it every episode. But this task has showed me that I need to articulate it out loud and say that I don't want it to hold me back anymore. Good.
I mean, that was the point, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's fucking annoying. Martin, how are you feeling?
I'm not with the Taskmasters with life.
Taskmasters. Life does work, though. I mean, yeah.
I might do it. I might not do it. We've got 4 days left of this month. We haven't talked about a Taskmaster for next month. So, the more I look at your shield and the more we talked about it now for the last 10 minutes, I'm a bit keen, to be honest. But also, interestingly, as we've touched on before, you and I are kind of in similar places with painting journey and skill sets and just, I also know that I'm stuck doing the style that I do because I'm stuck, not because I've chosen it and I'm super happy with it. All I really want from my painting is to evolve and move in a more creative direction, maybe. Never mind how, but just evolve. Just generally, I want to try different things. And I've thought about specifically like NMM, that I just like desperately want to try to paint it more so I can be better at it. And best case scenario, I can use the fact that I'm quite neat as a skill, as like an actual skill that I can use, and I can just utilize that and make sure that whatever I paint is like nice and neat. But then everything else, that's, you know what I mean, that doesn't have to look any specific way. So anyway, I'm a little curious to try this out, see where I'm at with this specific Taskmasters. But it's interesting to hear you talk about feeling kind of shut in with the heavy metal style and everything. I mean, as much as I'm literally an heavy metal painter, I feel the same way. It doesn't have to be that way. I don't have to stay there and just do that.
It's the more I say it, the more pathetic it feels, which is really weird. But
welcome to my world.
Like the art I'm consuming and looking at, it does make me happy, and I've gone from a place thinking I could do that to I can't do it, but I know the answer. I already know the answer. If I don't try, I'll never get there. So the onus is all on me, right? Slap those balls in my mouth and and then we can go from there.
Sure.
Which reminds me, thought of the day.
Yeah, please.
Right, hold on. Do we have a jingle for that? Taskmasters, hold on. Do you want to talk amongst yourselves while I set that up, or do you want me to pause?
I've seen 2 episodes of Fear, maybe even 3.
Oh, good.
Shit.
All right.
Yeah,
go on.
I'm into it now.
Of the first season.
I like it. I don't love it yet, but I probably will. I'm getting it. I'm understanding it. I'm getting a feel for it. You mentioned just now the art that you love, and you said the backgrounds in Fear or something that you really like. I think it looks great. That shows.
I didn't notice any background in season 1. Like, I didn't see a fucking single background. I didn't see it. And now in season...
you see it.
No, I didn't. Oh, now?
Yeah.
I smashed my fucking keyboard on the desk. Like, they weren't there.
Okay.
Like
you weren't referring to that. Oh, you were talking about second season.
Well, yes. It's only when I realised, and now I see it. But I know you're saying they were there, Arnal, but you're missing the point, right?
No, you are missing the point. You fucking
like,
but because the backgrounds paint the picture, and same as the music, same as everything.
Music I heard a lot,
but it's like a whole package that becomes nostalgic,
right?
From literally like that.
That's why I brought it up.
That's
why I'm saying now I'm thinking about it. Season 1, I was so in my old way of thinking in my life, where the music was the most important thing and the character interactions is how I what's the word, like
music's all right. I'm not really
Oh mate, the music is fucking. The music
The
is
music
the
is
single.
amazing.
It's oh my god, like the music.
There's moments that, yeah, my skin crawls every single time.
With joy.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. So yeah,
have you been seeing season 2?
me or
Yeah. Oh, Martin, I don't think so.
no. Put it this
Trying to
way.
find the music for season. No, I haven't seen it. I've
You need to
barely
know, but
started
the
on
music
season
by itself won't be. It has to be in with those moments. The music by itself isn't like some amazing thing that you might listen to on the toilet. It is itself, right? And that's the whole point of the artwork. Like is there missing a T? No.
Okay.
My whole point of me saying that I didn't see the artworks in season 1 is because who I was back then wasn't someone who looked at art. I told you it disgusted me. I thought it was pretentious and bullshit. And now I am that guy. Where I try. I think it's a bit like if you have someone who's done LSD, okay, and they've had some good trips, and they've come out the other side, and they've been reborn, basically, right? You're like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. I don't care about your metaphysical like being, right? I don't care. But
now you know.
Now I'm like, so the art from where I've gone, where I was like, I don't care. I'm like, I could soak it up. But regardless of that, I still am a pussy and I'm not painting. I remember, oh, fuck's sake.
The question was if you watched the second season, though.
Yes. So I've seen 2 episodes and they're too good for me that I actually now can't watch them.
What?
Do you know what I mean? When something is when something is so good, I know it's perfect. I got it. You're at the dinner table. You're having your food, and there's one piece of that food that's your favorite piece of food. So you eat around it, and then you eat maybe half of it, and then you save the rest to the end of the meal, and then because you want that last fucking mouthful to be full of that thing, right?
But that's savoring something. That's
and
not
I
avoiding a TV show.
I need to be in that place. And I'm not saying that right now I wouldn't enjoy it, but I would waste it. I'd watch it and I'd go, fuck, that's good. But no, I want to be like fucking hard as... it's like you're having sex and you're not hard, and then you'll get hard while you do it. I want to be hard already, right? I want to run into the room and scream like, fuck, let's go. And she's also weirdly on the same wavelength. That's what I want Furo to be. I want to...
I understand.
Yeah, okay.
To be fair, every time
it makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Yeah, every time I watch Freedom, I order food. You know. It's
right. Exactly. Yeah.
It's a whole thing. Like it's almost a ritual, and now it's ending, and I'm very sad.
Yeah,
but
and I don't have that sadness on now. I've only got that raging erection that's ready to go. But the good thing about Frida is you can go back. It's not the same, but you can go back and watch. Like I've watched season 2.
I watched season 1 3 times already.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure I will watch season 2 a few times.
3 fucking times. You like that a lot.
3 years though, isn't it? Like, I'm excited to watch it, and I'm not there yet. I'm building it up. I'm getting excited. Last time I watched it on the plane, and I was like, fuck, this is good. And I know I'm going to have that same feeling. I would like to get food, though. The trouble is, in this area that I live, the takeaways are awful. This
I thought London was good for that.
London's great, but obviously the area of London that I'm in is shit. It's fucking bullshit. Right. Hold on. Oh, I didn't... Okay, they heard that a little bit. Hold on, shit. I didn't know it would auto start playing my music when I opened up the music player. Okay, so I don't take responsibility for that. And also, it was someone playing a flute. Oh, what was I listening to? Oh shit!
You're into some good flute music these days.
Fuck. No, it's that lady, the American lady, Rosalina.
It's Spanish and
Southern America, though, isn't it? So
it's you fucking
fucking they're all the same. Oh, okay, that's what I listened to, but that wasn't what I wanted. Anyway, so the album I've been listening to is Creed. Human Clay.
The band Creed?
Yeah. Okay. 1 through 10. Thoughts of the day. I will pay the jingle.
I think
9.
I think I am. Therefore, I am.
It's a good jingle. That is, of course, an extract from the Moody Blues' Threshold of a Dream, a fantastic band and album. Okay. So, I've always thought that living forever wouldn't be for me. Right? 5,000 years, let's say you live. I've always been like, no, I think life's so good that I don't need necessarily more of it, because often I daydream about dying, okay? And all I ever end up doing is smiling as I'm dying in my daydream and thinking like how lucky I was. Obviously the reality might be different, right? I might be pissing and shitting myself and crying and saying I want more. But I daydream about it. And I'm like, everything was really good and I couldn't have asked for more. And like life gave me more than I think any human deserves, if that makes sense. Like you're born, you have no choice, and you're blessed with the experience of living and being near me, you two. But the other day, I, for the first time in my life, thought, do you know what? I might take living longer. Because I have like mastered things to the level that I wanted to master them as, okay? Like I played hockey at school and I got to district level and I was like, fuck it, I'm on to football now, right? And I did football and I wasn't as good at football as I was hockey, but I was way better than I probably should have been, considering I didn't play football till I was 20. And then I painted and I did the Zerman and I was like, fuck it. Obviously, I don't know. We can dissect why and what, but I think it was just because I got to the level I wanted to be. Mm-hmm. And then I did 40k competitive, and I went. Although technically it was 3-2, I did a 4-1, but the guy cheated like fucking hard, and it probably would have been a 5-0 if the other guy hadn't also been very sneaky and not told me about these rule infractions that clearly. Anyway, so I kind of think I got, and that was the last tournament I played in September. And now Feud came along and changed my perception on what painting is. And now I'm really fucking excited to learn. So I could spend the next 10 years trying to be a good painter. And then I also realized I could learn guitar. Okay. And then I realized I could learn drums. And then I realized I could learn sculpting. And then I realized I could learn to not be so unhealthy. Like there's all these disciplines in life that we're gifted about being able to choose, and our brain wants to do and better ourselves, right? And it's an amazing feature that like our bodies have given us. Like how are you able to have that opportunity to do these things? It doesn't make sense, basically. Like how can it be that you can learn something and feel happy about it and proud, and then I realized actually I could probably do another 300-400 years of just learning these things, right? I could spend 100 years learning to paint and you're still never going to be where you want to be. Like the concept of being bored, that's the curse of computers. I'm never fucking bored on a computer. But if you're bored, shit gets done. And that was thought of the day.
Good.
That was a very intense thought of the day.
I'll scoop that off the list. Do you want to hear number 10? I'm going to tell you number 10. I really wonder how having someone's balls in your mouth feels.
Every day, yeah.
Right?
Wait. What was the start of that sentence?
I really wonder.
You really wonder what it's like that? So
yeah.
You don't have to wonder that. I'm sure you could find someone.
No, I don't want to do it. But I can't remember why I thought it. I think it's because my son's balls were there, right? Or the other way around. I bent down and I turned around and he was on the toilet. So my balls were out. And he goes, Dad, what are they? And I cracked up, right? And then he grabbed them from behind. And I was like, that was like, a visceral jump and scream is what I experienced, right? But then I was like, well, it was the hairless thing of the balls from this kid. And I'm not suggesting in any way, don't get this misconstrued. I'm not saying that I want to have my balls in my mouth, okay? Because that's like, I'm not going there at all. But if like
Probably shouldn't.
a freshly like waxed or creamed, I don't know how you get hair off your balls, but there's a way to do it.
Any way you want. Yeah.
It must be really fucking weird to have someone's actual balls, like the most important thing that a man could have, in your mouth. Like, where does that how do you have that trust? I'm pretty sure my wife would bite down a bit, is what I'm saying. Like, so yeah, there you go. That was Thought the Day number 10.
Now, any thoughts on this?
No, not really. No. When does it end?
I guess when your
Thought
balls
of the
fall
day
off,
or just life?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
So, of course, guys, we are now ready for, and we don't have a jingle, Faction Fortunes. That's a northerner saying through. I mean, I said the words wrong anyway. And I do have
A
it
northerner
ready.
saying faction focus.
Faction Feud.
Focus.
Right, so I will do this live on air while we create, but then you might see the questions. I can't do it live on air. So, new game. Arnau and Martin, of course. Did I just a bug? Arnau and Martin, of course. Episode is called Season 4, Episode 10. Oh, shit. I'm going to have to get the Jason right. I'm going to pause. All right, welcome, everybody. We do not have a jingle. This is, of course, the second episode of the now world-famous Faction Feud, which is, of course, where Arnau and Martin, and if we have any other guests, pit themselves against each other to come up with, well, I guess family fortunes. I don't need to fucking say it because everyone knows what that is, I hope. So it has picked Martin, I do believe, to go first. Martin?
Yeah.
Name the first thing. Right, and we're having a timer. I will untick that in a second, but try and answer it quickly. Name the first thing you paint on your miniature.
It's kind of a bullshit answer, but I'm going to say base coats.
Let's see if that's on there. I haven't chucked the code or anything, so it's the same as it was before. Number
Base coat
3.
everything. Yeah, well, that's what I said.
Yeah, right, literally.
For me, I don't know if it's my turn, but yeah, the face.
The face.
Probably
Let's have a look.
Base.
Oof. Second. Fucking
God damn.
Good.
First
good.
thing you paint. Okay. Largest part or largest area? No?
Kind of.
Main color. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
okay. So
Armor.
the reason I didn't say armor is because it's ridiculous to assume that every model has armor.
That's why
Yeah,
I
it's
gave you it. But then that is, it's clearly, look, I don't want to tell the people what they did, and I was the one
Yeah.
who
No, but I appreciate you gave that to me because that's exactly what I
Yeah.
meant.
I mean,
It's like
main color,
but
yeah,
it's-
for
it's-
sure.
That's literally just like assuming that every model is a space marine.
Yeah.
You fucks.
it does
Base.
fuck. Base. Let's see if it's on there now.
The base.
Oh shit.
That's the first thing someone does.
Shit.
Ridiculous.
This is the first time Martin's won or in pole position. 1 vote left each, guys, boys.
First thing. Skin. No, wait, that's already on it. Fuck.
Yep.
It literally says skin.
You literally said
Uh,
it as well. So
No, that was
I did.
that was an else.
it literally says it.
Fuck, I have no idea. It's supposed to be on a timer. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess
So-
you're out. Just say something, mate.
What weapons? I don't know. There's nothing else. That's it. You're
Right,
done.
let
You've
us
painted
see
it.
if you are going to be in a wing position or losing.
Oh,
Okay.
what? Who is?
Yeah, who is answering that as their first thing you paint? You're just listing everything that's on a model. Next is going to be like binoculars. Like what?
I will say feet.
The feet.
I know some
Interesting.
people start on the feet. I mean, I would never, but
like
I
a
think
weird-
some people do.
Sexual preference. Let us see if it's
Yeah,
on
that's
there.
like Quentin
Feet
Tarantino.
or legs. I
Yeah,
mean,
right.
Yeah, the bottom.
Mhm.
Yeah, I expected that.
Yeah. Okay, right. Well done, boys. You are on to the next question.
Good.
Very nice. Very nice. So, name the hardest part of painting a miniature face. And Arnau gets to go first on this.
No, well, it says Martin.
Of course,
It
Martin
does say
goes
me,
first for the entire...
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Fuck it.
Surely
Roll with it.
it's
I'll
every other
update
one.
it. Yeah, I'll update it. I can't
Okay.
change it, so it's just...
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
fine.
oh,
fine.
just-
The eyes. The eyes.
Hold on. Let me see. So... Hold on. Just wait. Shut up. Okay, there's your timer, Martin. Eyes. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
No shit.
Yeah, clearly.
The skin tone.
Skin tone. Right, I've broken the timer.
A minute.
Smooth skin blends.
It's pretty good, Arnaud.
That's pretty good. I would say facial hair, but it probably might just say hair. I'll say facial hair.
I mean, it could be on there. Let's have a look. I mean, you're far ahead, so let's see if
The
Arnaud
mouth.
can claw it back. No, it's not the mouth. But I will give you a hint. It's not body parts for both of you. So it's just name the hardest part of painting a miniature. Like, what do you find hard when you paint? I
what do you find
realize
about it?
that the top two answers
it doesn't have to be
were
a part of the
yeah.
the part of the face. It's part of the process. Hardest part of painting a face, getting the color right, choosing the colors. Is that any
Let's
way
have a
of
little
saying
butchers, shall we? Well, you're right. It just didn't show up. I guess it's not auto reloading. All right. Well, yep. That is number 5 on the choice, and it is 10 points, Martin.
Thank you.
Yep.
And is it that?
No, just you guess, and I will. On my admin, it's fine.
Okay. The volume or the anatomy volume.
Let me refresh, maybe. No, okay. Let's see, shall we? Oh, that was Martin's. It's updated, and
Yes.
And volumes.
Arnau has no more votes, and you did just see the cross that didn't show up.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah,
that's Arnau's.
so
am I
Arnau,
also done then?
You are also done, Martin, but it is 84.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
42. Okay. Next question. Name the biggest distraction while painting.
Wasn't this in the previous?
Shut up.
No, something that was put. There was something that was.
What do they do
Prolonging
whilst?
a paint job. Yeah, help.
Yes.
Stopping you from finishing. Yeah. Distraction while painting. Kids. Children.
Right. Sorry. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you. Okay. Let's see if it's there.
I guess someone will have kids. Yeah.
Whoa.
There you go. Family/kids.
Pets.
In Arnau's case.
Oh, now, did you say beds?
Pets.
Pets. He's literally
Beds.
trying to keep his cat from eating his entire room right now.
Actually, yeah.
Like right now, this second, he says pets.
Yes.
When you have 76 cats inside your house and you're trying to be a professional painter.
I know, you've let yourself
But
down.
no one says pets.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, I'm guessing Arnau had a good lucky week last week. Oh, we're zooming in on his face. Martin, you're up.
Other hobbies? No, that's not a distraction though. I'll say distraction while painting. And there's other things besides family and kids. Yeah, let's say work then, I guess.
Let's see if it's on there. Oh shit!
Oh shit! So
I know, you
pets
need to
is not
pull
in
this
the
out, Anna.
top 8.
I'll
That's absolutely
say
ridiculous.
TV.
TV, is it on there?
It's got to be on there.
It fucking is. Of course, it
Yeah.
fucking is. YouTube counts. I'm being more relaxed.
Yeah,
these
yeah,
days.
you know that's what he meant. Watching something.
Yeah,
Martin,
something.
lay it on me.
Yeah, no other hobbies.
Could do.
Yeah, okay. Other hobby projects. What was the what was the top one?
I have still
Oh,
Still got a
Arnav
vote,
still got
right?
one go.
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah, sorry.
distraction while painting. Mistakes or something like that.
Let's have a look.
Oh, a crippling self-hatred, I should have said.
Bone.
That's super distracting.
Bone, of course, was the answer. Can I reveal?
On.
Bone was number
Bone.
1, obviously. Number 3,
Yeah,
we
that
did
makes sense.
have social media.
Mm.
Next one is, of course, gaming, which would have been my one probably, or computers. And then lastly, we have noise environment, which I was like, that's never distracting, but it kind of could be. And then
Who uses the phone? We are
Right.
in 1965.
right, I think
Yeah,
we got
couldn't I guess it depends on how you define phone, but I'm assuming they mean like someone calling or
just
getting
being
a
on
text
it, I
or
guess, or WhatsApp,
yeah.
Instagram.
I use my phone to watch
social
things
media,
and
right.
listen, so like it's there, unfortunately. Name something in your ideal painting setup.
Or you can name something you've improved as a painter. Because we've only
What
got
can I
time for one
choose?
more, right? Go on, you can choose.
Yeah,
Two.
probably just kind of one more. Name a sign that you've improved as a painter. Awards.
Wait. Name a sign.
the
I
only
see.
way
Yeah,
to
yeah,
know.
yeah, right.
Oh,
What?
Now you'll see there's a timer up there, Arnau.
disliking all
I will-
projects.
Yeah, I have paused the timer.
Ah.
This timer will auto go to the next person
Okay,
if you miss the timer, okay?
I see. So we have to be aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously I can pause it, but yeah, it's okay, so I might need to rethink that. But yeah, what did you say?
Disliking old projects, like seeing the difference with old projects.
Disliking your own old projects. Yeah, that makes sense.
We can't have fucking 15 seconds. That's crazy. Okay, good. Right, disliking old projects. I mean, that is clever, actually.
Mm.
It's not there, though.
Too clever.
Yeah, a little bit. Right, Martin.
Sign you've improved as a painter. A sign.
We're at the
Your-
start. Think more about like how you might apply the paint and stuff like that. Like that's more what it's around.
I see.
Don't touch the arse.
The result.
5.
I have no idea. I mean, speed. You're quicker. No, that's not true.
Fucked. Speed.
Let's just say that speed. Then you're much faster. Yeah, whatever.
Less mistakes. More or less.
One more left each.
More advanced techniques. Oh, okay.
I was literally about to say that.
No, serious.
Smoother blends.
Right, next one. The timer is working well.
Better bases.
Better bases. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
Jesus
What?
fuck, guys.
So the answers were better brush control, obviously.
Mm.
Cleaner details, of course.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Confidence. Less reliance on tutorials, which is very similar to more confidence. Finishing more project goals. And I will quickly go something that you're an ideal painting setup. No, we're not doing it, but
Yeah,
I'll,
I think
I'll
we've got. Yeah, no, we can do a couple of something in your ideal painting setup.
well, you saw the answer.
Good lamp.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of showed you the answer to that one, but there you go. You've already won, so there you go. Now.
I see. A new brush. Jesus.
What?
Oh.
Wet palette.
How is a wet palette there?
we literally have done this
Do
question.
people not? Do
We
people not
did
think that
this
brushes
and
are part of
realised-
your setup?
No, we've done this. We did this last game.
Okay, fine.
Right, fine, whatever. There you go. Oh, I can pause it on this screen. No, I can't. Yeah, I can. Holy shit. That's
Ideal painting setup. A Smith machine.
Yeah.
Treadmill.
There you go. There you go, boys. Well done.
A 17th century cannon. No, what? Are we done? Okay.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. Martin, you did win. Congratulations on your first ever win in the new format.
That's 1-1, right?
1-1, yeah, I think.
Well, let's check, shall we? Oh, okay. Well, the admin has not kept up with it. I'll need to update that. Well, it shouldn't be too hard. Well, I might put this online because currently this is only on my machine. And then I could give you, somebody else could actually host so I could play as well.
Oh,
Nice.
that'd be great.
Yeah. And then obviously win.
Yeah, of course.
And obviously we've got a patron, so anybody who backs the patron could actually play the game with us for one episode and come in and leave because we don't want you for the rest of the show. So there you go. And I think that's the highest patron rank that was there. There's $120. I have no idea. So thank you
been
all
good.
for coming. Yeah, and we're going to go.
Yes.
We have a Discord.
Yeah.
She's doing it as well.
Si, senor.